Hi, welcome to Divas of War, where we celebrate and salute America's unsung heroes, women veterans who are rising, recovering, and reigning. I am Veronica Womack, your host, and I am a Diva of War. Today on the show, we are welcoming one of my closest and dearest friends, retired Army captain, decorated war hero, Keeney Spady. She is resident hall director for College Hall at Howard University, where she also has a Master of Divinity. And with her today, we have Miss Crystal West, one of her proteges. Crystal is a women and girls advocate, and she also holds a Master of Divinity from Howard University. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you at the show today.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. And Keeney, I want to start with you. Okay. So first I want to ask you to please tell us what inspired you to join the military.
Okay. Well, Veronica, we joined the military at a time where it wasn't really popular for females, especially African-American females, to join the military. But I thought that what better place to, one, do something with a purpose.
Right.
Also, get a trade.
Okay.
Go to college. And make money. That's a good idea.
My reasoning is the same. Okay. Now, unlike you, okay, I did not go to college, okay, when I joined the military, but you went a step further than I did. So tell us about that.
Okay. Well, my main objective was to earn my degree.
Right.
And so when I joined the military, as soon as I got to my first duty station, I started college. I decided I wanted to be an officer, so I went through ROTC.
Okay.
And then I became an officer, and I spent 20 years in the military.
Yes. Now that we do have in common. We both spent 20 years in the military.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, while you were in the military, okay, you had some unique situations. Okay. As I said earlier, you are a decorated war hero. Excuse me. I stand corrected. You are a decorated war hero. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Again, I spent 20 years in the military, and during that time, I had an opportunity to just travel the world. And I spent time in Germany, Korea. Also, I went to Operation Desert Storm, Bosnia. I was at the Pentagon during 9/11. Wow. And that was major. So yeah.
Can you expand a little bit, if you don't mind sharing with us, because I can only imagine because I was not there. But can you expand a little bit on the 9/11
experience?
Incident? Yes.
Yeah, the 9/11 experience was, I'm gonna say transformative. It was life-changing for me. I was on the side of the building where the plane actually came in. The plane actually, the nose of the plane was actually under our feet in my particular building, or it was room, office. And actually it was just by the grace of God that I didn't perish, because the plane, the time that the plane hit was the time that I normally go to the front of the building, to the general's office to do some administrative work, and I wanted donuts. and I kept saying, I am not going there until I get these donuts.
Okay.
And so I went to get the donuts, and when as soon as I came back, that's when the plane hit. Okay. And so I wasn't actually in the front of the building, and my colleagues that were in the front of the building actually perished.
I'm sorry to hear
so
that.
Yeah, so
but we thank God that you're here.
Yeah, I thank God for that as well. And so the fact that I basically survived, because I actually had to low crawl out the office. It was something else. So the fact that I survived informed my decision to actually go to Howard to pursue my Master's of Divinity degree.
Okay. And so you decided that time. What was it? What was the catalyst that made you decide that you wanted to pursue your Master's of Divinity? I know you said that it was that situation
that informed my decision.
Right.
Yeah. I always wanted to know what I was looking for my purpose.
Okay.
Or sometimes I call it my assignment.
Okay.
And going to divinity school, I felt that if I went to divinity school, that while pursuing that particular degree, that I would find it.
Okay.
And so, and I think I have.
Okay.
I think that my purpose is to empower women, young women, and so that's what I do. That's the capacity that I work in now at Howard. I work with males as well, but most of the time it's young women.
Okay. And is this where you met the lovely Miss Crystal?
Of course.
That is true.
Okay. Okay. And Crystal. So, as Kini said, this is where you two met.
Yes.
Okay. So, tell us a little bit of your background.
Okay, so my background is in sociology. I graduated from a historically black college in Memphis, Lamona College, and I majored in sociology with a minor in psychology. The summer after graduating, I decided to take a trip to Uganda.
Wow.
And for about 3 months, shortly after, I entered Howard. And so she was the first person that I encountered upon entering the college. And she hasn't been able to shake me since.
I know the feeling.
And that was
Same
in
here.
2011.
Right.
So,
It has an impact on people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about Uganda? That seems interesting.
Yes. So I was there doing research on their healthcare system. At the time, they were leaving displacement camps, going back to their original lands. And they were in a battle about which healthcare method was the best. So they had the biomedical practitioners and they had the indigenous practitioners. And so we were talking to them to see what their practices were and how they seemed to, get care. What drove me to divinity school was the fact that just like here in the States, a lot of their medical decisions were informed by their religion. By their religious beliefs. It would either drive them to the biomedical practitioners or it would cause them to kind of demonize using the herbal medicines and that kind of thing. So I had to kind of transition into figuring out what I wanted to do. Kind of like what she was saying about trying to figure out how to really offer something in the world.
So how did you end up in Uganda at such an early age?
Right. So I did graduate undergrad at age of 20.
Wow. That's
yes,
amazing.
Yes. I attended a middle college. It's a part of a consortium around the country. And what it does is it offers high school students the opportunity to earn up to 2 years of college.
Okay.
I earned the 2 years because I didn't want to play around with that. So upon graduation from high school, I had earned my associate's degree from Le Moyne, and so I only had 2 years left. And so I graduated in May of 2011 with my BA in sociology.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then, from my understanding, you also just recently had a stint in China.
Yes, that's true as well.
Okay, and so how did that come about? And I mean, you're a world traveler yourself.
I guess I like to move around.
Yes, yes.
So yes, in October I just got back from China. I was there for 16 months. And I decided to go there because after divinity school, I wanted to take at least a year to kind of recollect myself to see what I wanted to do, what kind of ministry I wanted to serve in, and what kind of capacity.
Okay.
So I ended up teaching in a language center there.
Okay.
16 months. A year turned into 16 months.
Wow.
And so it was really good. It was a unique experience. And so now I'm back and ready to do what I'm supposed to do with a little world perspective on there. So
Real world, really? Wow, wow, interesting. So what would you say was one of your biggest challenges while you were in China?
my biggest challenge was probably adjusting to the culture. There's a very homogeneous culture there, whereas here it's very mixed. So I had to get over the fact that they wanted to touch my hair because no one has hair like mine over there. Of course. So that was the biggest challenge. But once I was able to find a community to be a part of, it made it a lot easier. It was much more enjoyable. So.
Right.
But none of that would have happened had I not met Kini there at Howard.
So she says.
No, it's true. And I think it speaks to the work that she does because coming from Uganda, being so young, having to transfer to another place, the transition was a bit difficult.
Yeah, because she was young. And our population at the time, I think the average age may have been like 45. So you have this 20, were you 20?
20.
just turned 20. So she
In
was,
Divinity School?
yeah, with
Right.
these people that were twice her age. And yeah, and so I just felt that I just felt that I don't know. And it wasn't I don't think it was a conscious effort.
No, it
just kind of happened. It was very natural. And so I became, very protective.
yeah.
Okay.
I think she liked the fact
became-
that I had just come back from Africa.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite
Right.
favorite place.
Right.
I just came back from Africa. Actually, I went to Senegal. Not this year, last year.
I remember.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
supposed
So
to go with you, but unfortunately I
yeah.
wasn't able to.
Next trip.
Okay.
You hear that? Next trip.
Next trip.
You
for
hear that
sure.
world? Next trip.
Next trip, for sure. For sure.
So yeah.
So you guys both have a Master of Divinity. Okay. So are there any plans for you guys to collaborate with these degrees for future projects or anything?
I would say we collaborate all the time,
Yeah,
actually.
we do.
Um,
And to make something official, the jury's
Yeah.
still out as we still
Okay.
evolve in ministry.
Because I understand you guys have a sort of special relationship. You have a term of endearment that you refer to her as.
Yes.
You want to share that with us?
I call her my god mommy.
Godmommy, Godmommy. And just to let everyone know that she is the godmother of my children as well. So I had her first.
She volunteered
Okay,
at this point.
it's okay. It's okay. It's enough for her to go around.
It is.
I think
it
so,
is.
too.
I have enough
I
love for
agree.
everybody.
Yes, but Keeney, in all seriousness, that's a testament to who you are. You truly are not just a diva of war, an American war hero. You are a special, special, special person who's given a lot to the world. And I did want to take this time to just honor you for who you are and what you've contributed to society.
Thank
For the
you.
person you are.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Yes.
Coming from you.
Yes, for sure. Yes. So I want to take a moment to find out, what does a resident hall director for College Hall at Howard University do?
Everything.
Tell her everything.
Everything. It's such a rewarding job. Actually, I don't even call it a job because I love what I do. I really do. You are over the facility, and currently I'm over like a 900 bed facility.
Wow.
And I have male and female. I have a mixed population, male and female.
Oh, so it's not just
No,
women?
no, I don't have just women now.
Okay.
This is my first year at that particular hall. Last year I was for 6 years. I was at an all female dorm.
Okay.
But prior to that, I was at a mixed hall. Okay. And so you do everything. My main objective is to make sure that I keep them safe. But I think that my biggest responsibility, because I deal with everything outside of academia. So
Okay.
it's like I want to make sure that I help them to navigate the world. And so I do everything. So I'm the counselor, the doctor, the nurse, the surrogate mommy,
Right.
the confidant. What else?
Everything.
Everything.
And her role is so important because these young girls come, away from home for the first time, and it's so
Right.
many things that they deal with.
Right.
And it's very hard to kind of crack that for them, to get them to open up about things. She does it effortlessly. They just sit down and start to just cry. Like,
Yeah, they
no one
tell
does that
every
with me, but
Right.
I think it takes a special person who's able to do that, and to have them to actually respond so much.
I agree.
To
I
respond
agree.
to the
And
world.
Keeney, you are that person. And once again, I want to say that I thank you, I honor you, and I salute you, because you truly are a diva of war. So that's going to be our show for today. I thank you all for joining us. I thank you, Crystal West. I
Thank
thank
you.
you, retired Army Captain Keeney Spady.
Thank you.
My closest and dearest friend. Join us again for Diva of War, where we celebrate and salute America's unsung heroes. This is Veronica Womack signing off. Thank you, and join us again.